6:38 here at Big 550 KTRS. Kathy Helbig from the Kathy Helbig Group. She's our real estate guru, KathyHelbigGroup.com. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning.
So last week when you were walking out the door, we were talking about people getting into the real estate business, and you said now is a great time to get into the business.
Right. It was hard to break into the business a few years ago because there just wasn't that much business to be had.
Right.
So we kind of had a washing out of real estate agents. At one point in time in the St. Louis area, we had over 9,000 real estate agents between St. Charles and St. Louis boards, and it dropped significantly, several thousands over the last 4 or 5 years, with people that just were dying on the vines because they couldn't sell houses.
Right.
So now, naturally, as the market comes back, you start having people with an interest in real estate again. So we are seeing a lot more people come to the market and get into the business, and it honestly is a really great time to do that.
So you work with a group. You have a team of people. You're always looking for real estate agents, and you'll sort of help them hit the ground running.
Right. I kind of have two hats. So I'm the co-owner of Keller Williams Realty West. We have 230 agents at our office of the franchise that I'm at. We have 4 locations in St. Louis as well. So we bring agents in that want to be their own individual agent, that want to join teams. We evaluate what you're looking for, help you get into the right schools, and then get you into the right training to get you up and running right away.
Right.
Then I also have the Kathy Helbig Group, which is my own personal sales team. And then I have a select group of agents on that team that I train and mentor as well. So we can place you however, whatever your goals are in life as a real estate agent, we have a fit for you, and we have the training and productivity coaches and the things that you need that other companies really don't offer to get you off your feet. When I got into the business, it was sink or swim, and unfortunately it's still pretty much like that for a lot of the companies.
Right.
You go to the licensing school, you learn how to pass the test, and then you're on your own.
Right.
So we actually have programs set up for each individual at each level that you're at to get you trained properly.
How long does it take going through the school?
If you go to an actual school, then it's usually about 3 weeks or less of a course, or you can take it online at your own pace as well. So it's not too much of an investment, and it doesn't cost that much to get into it. It's less than $1,000 your first year generally to get up and going. How many businesses can you start yourself for $1,000 or under? So it is a reason why a lot of people do try to branch out and get into it. But there's also some misnomers out there. So we have people that get into it for the wrong reason. They get into it because they think it's easy. They get into it because they think it's easy money, or it's glamorous, or because they want to be flexible. We hear that all the time too. And you are flexible around your client's schedules. That's how flexible you must be. But also there's certain individuals that make great real estate agents, and that's why we love to sit down with people and figure out if you're a good fit. We often find teachers and nurses really make good real estate agents.
Why is that?
Just because of the mindset that they're in. They serve people, and that this really is a service industry, and people forget about that. So you have to be able to connect to people, be at their beck and call more or less, be educated, and have a big network. Those are things that are important to be successful in the business. And also have an open mind. If you're one of these people that it's your way or the highway, you're probably not going to make it in real estate, because you're constantly changing and moving on your feet and dealing with curveballs.
Can you do it part-time?
You can start out part-time, and a lot of people do transition that way. The problem that you can run into is your client's availability. So depending on what your job is, then if you can work around that, then yes, you can start part-time. But really good choices for people now that we didn't have back in the day when I got into the business is joining teams, because that's an immediate get on your feet. There's leads there available. There's mentors right there for you.
Right.
You have instant credibility. When you're the new guy on the block and you're going on an appointment and you've got 4 other agents competing against you, and you say, I got my certificate and I just got out of school, not everybody's going to give you that first break. So
being on a team is a good way to start off too.
It's a good way to start off if you're that mindset that you can work as a team player.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's individual options that we can get you up and running fast too.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
Being a realtor in 2015 is a lot different, I think, from even 10 years ago, because not only do you have to have, I would think, pretty good business sense and, being at people's beck and call, but the knowledge of homes and kind of a flair for what's a great home for that buyer.
Right. If you have to have interest, you have to have motivation, you have to be self-disciplined, and you have to like people. That's a big thing.
That's why I'd never
A
be a
lot
good
of real estate agents
agent.
don't like people.
All right. So if somebody were interested, they call you?
Yes, definitely call my office, 314-276-SOLD, or go to the KathyHelbiggroup.com and look us up. Send me an email. We'd love to sit down and talk with you about getting into the business.
Who knows? Change your life forever.
That's right.
You
Change
never know.
mine.
KathyHelbiggroup.com, 314-276-SOLD. Have a good week, Kathy.
Thank you. You too.
743, traffic, weather, sports. Next, Big 550, KTRS.